Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about budgeting, cash envelopes, and just how I kind of organized myself into trying out the cash envelope system. It's January, so we barely did our first envelope stuffing like a week and a half ago. I tried filming this video, but it was just all over the place, and I realized I needed to sit down and write some notes and make it as easy as possible. Hopefully I can do that for you guys today. And I'm sitting here nursing just because it's hard right now with almost 3-month-old and then my 2 older girls to film and edit and everything. So if I'm going to be doing some sit down videos, definitely probably going to be having this one latched on or for a while at least. And I know I can get through a whole video with her chilling right here as opposed to me laying her down and risking her waking up. So but yeah, I'm just going to be sharing with you guys how I organize myself and how you can get started budgeting. And also I just want to let you guys know that we are not in any pressing debt. We only have our home, our car, and we have 3 student loans. That's all our debt that we have. We don't have any credit card debt. So we're not budgeting to pay off anything crazy. Of course, we're going to be sending more money to one of the student loans that we have that has the highest interest rate. And that way we can pay that one off faster. And coincidentally, it's the one that has the smallest balance. So it just worked out for us. We really just want to take control of our dollars and just know how much money we're spending on what, and being able to be stress-free when the holidays come around, when birthdays come around. We want to just be able to have a plan for our money and not just spend it on anything and then having to work even harder to make up for whatever money we spent. And we don't want to be tempted to put things on credit cards. We've done that before, just put stuff on credit cards and then we end up paying it off. But it's just that thing where it causes a little bit of stress, a little bit of overwhelm. So that's just our ultimate goal. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so we're only a 1-income family. Also, I just want to let you guys know that I did not disclose like any specific amounts. I just feel like it makes it more confusing when you compare the amounts that someone budgets for something as opposed to someone else. Like me, I'm a mom, I have 3 kids, and my husband. My envelopes, my budgets, my goals, my stuff is going to be different than someone that has 1 kid or is a single mom or is just the husband and the wife or just anything like that. So it's going to be different. Everyone has different incomes, different expenses. So it's going to be specific to you. Hopefully you guys get something from this video. I do go through just the simple process that I should have gone through from the beginning, but it's always a trial and error thing. So don't get discouraged and just keep trying and figure out what works for you, because it'll definitely be worth it in the end. So if you guys are interested in seeing my process of how to start budgeting and doing the budget envelopes, the cash envelopes, however you want to call them, just go ahead and keep on watching. So this is the way that I've realized I should have done it to make it easier on myself. The first thing that I would suggest doing is adding up all of your bills if you don't already do that. And I specifically budget per paycheck, so I look at what bills are going to come out with which paycheck, and then I know how much I'm going to have left over, just so that way you have a real number, so you know if you are, oh thank you, just that way you know if you're within budget. So since the numbers will be a little different each paycheck depending on what comes out, we're not going to be like doing a brand new budget every single check. The way we had it set up is that I already had all our bills on a spreadsheet. It's like Excel, but on the MacBooks it's called Numbers, and it already had a template in there for budgeting. So I just put our expenses, our income, and then it does the math for you on a little pie chart, so you know if you're in budget or whatever. And then when you make your amounts for your envelopes and whatever you're going to set aside every check, like your goal, like what you think you would like to do, you just write it in there as a bill so that it'll take it off of the income amount and it'll give you a correct number on like if you're in budget or not. It'll give you a negative, positive number. So that's how we do it anyways. And then, but you can do it by hand. And then I would highly suggest printing out the past 3 months of your bank statements and going through and seeing what you spend and how much you spend on it. We didn't do this the first couple of times we tried to sit down and do envelopes or try some budgeting strategy. We didn't do this. Now that we have done it, we did it this last time, and it is a huge eye-opener. It really shows you how much you spend on what. So fast food, coffee, Amazon, Target, wherever you go, because this is not only about cutting things and budgeting, like limiting yourself. It's also about being able to spend money without feeling guilty or feeling like you can't spend money. So it's finding that happy medium. That way you can see what envelopes you would even need. So you can do a fast food envelope, you can do a Target envelope, or you can do a household envelope if you like buying things for your home. Anything like that, you can set an envelope for that and budget whatever you want in there. So decide your categories. There's going to be 2 kind of categories within those categories. So it's going to be envelopes that you're setting aside to spend on certain things, and then envelopes you're setting aside to save for certain things. So for example, for us, we have 4 envelopes that are for routine spending, that are for pretty much we're going to be dipping into every month. So one is a fun budget. So that's going to be like our eating out budget, taking the kids for ice cream, or taking them to do something fun, or for us to go on date night, or anything that's fun that we consider fun is going to be coming out of the fun budget envelope. And then we have the second envelope is a health and beauty envelope. So that's for me getting my nails done, my husband getting his hair cut, buying pre-workout, vitamins, anything that's like health and beauty related. If I need to go buy a moisturizer, if I need concealer, if I run out of concealer, like things like that is the health and beauty budget. So we set a budget for that. Our third budget is our Costco budget. So we do love going to Costco, but we can definitely like go overboard when we go to Costco. And not everything is a good deal at Costco just because they sell it there. So we do have a Costco envelope budget. The last one is miscellaneous. So the miscellaneous envelope is literally for miscellaneous things, like if Girl Scouts come over and we want to buy a couple boxes of cookies, just miscellaneous random things that come up and you might need a little bit of cash. So those are the 4 envelopes that we're probably going to be pulling from regularly. We have 3 checking accounts total. We have our main checking account where all our bills come out and our direct deposit comes in, all of our income comes into our main checking account. So then we have 2 accounts online. We set a budget for each account. So one account is going to be the shopping account. So that account is going to be for anything that we need to do any online shopping for. So this can get a little tricky if we order like pre-workout online, or if we order vitamins online, or something that or if I order a concealer online, not at the store. So I will just have to be mindful of that. My husband will have to be mindful of that, and we'll have to just put the money back from the health and beauty. So one account, we're going to use it for our shopping account. So it's going to be anything, like I said, that we're going to be buying online, mostly Amazon stuff, mostly things for the house. Here we're gonna have a get together and I need to go buy an outfit or anything that's shopping related. And then the other account, the other checking account is the kids checking account. So that account is going to be for the kids specifically. So we're setting aside money each month, and what comes out of there right now is their extracurriculars, and then whatever else is extra is going to be just kind of saving in there for if we need to go buy them new shoes, if they got 10 stars and we're going to go buy them a toy, or if they want Play-Doh, or if they anything specific to them. Also, we'll use that for Jet's birthday. Now that we have 3 kids, it's a little different. We try to flip-flop birthdays, so we would have Jet's birthday like here at the house with a party, a theme, the whole 9, and then the next year it would be Charlotte's turn. So technically this year it's Charlotte's turn for a birthday party, and Jet's year to just have cake at home and we take her to breakfast or lunch or something, just us or our parents. And so we'll use that account to pay for her lunch and to go buy her a toy or something she wants to buy for her birthday kind of thing, for her gift. So that's going to be those accounts, and then we have a savings account that's our emergency like savings account that we don't touch. So that's 4 accounts total. And then the other envelopes that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We have 7 other envelopes that we're going to be using to save for things. We have a Christmas envelope, we have an anniversary envelope, we have an envelope for my birthday, Rams's birthday, Mavis's birthday, which she's going to be having her first birthday party this year, so we're actually going to be like throwing her a birthday party. And then we have an envelope for Charlotte, because we're not going to be throwing her a birthday party. Technically, it is her year to have a birthday party, but we're going to be taking her somewhere and like inviting her friends and family and stuff. We're also going to be taking the kids to Polar Express around Christmas time, so we're going to be buying the tickets for that, and that's it. So the tricky part with those is that not everything is going to give you a full year to save up for. So for example, Charlotte's birthday is in September, so we're going to be booking the place and all that stuff around July, which gives us 14 checks, 2 checks per month, 7 months. So we divided our amount, whatever we're going to be paying for it, the goal amount, and you divide it by 14 checks, and then that's how much you're going to be taking out of each check and setting aside for when you're ready to book it and stuff. So for the Polar Express, those I do hear, we've never gone before, so but we do hear that they fill it fast, so we want to get a date that we want. So we're going to be setting aside money for that until March. So it's only 6 checks from now until then. So our goal amount divided by 6 checks, that's how much we're setting aside. So it just depends on when you're going to need the money by. So for example, Christmas, whatever budget you set for Christmas, obviously you're not going to go Christmas shopping on the last check of December, right? Like you're not going to be pulling out 24 checks because Christmas comes before that. So I put that we're going to start Christmas shopping in October. Obviously we'll have money in there before then, but you know, let's say your goal is until October, so you want to have it at least until then. So you divide, that's 10 months, so 2 checks per month, that's 20 checks. So let's say it's like $1,000, you know, 1,000 divided by 20 checks, and then that's how much you would be taking out of each check every month to meet your goal. So that's how you kind of do that. You kind of just figure out how much the goal for whatever, the birthday party or the trip or the bag or the shoes or the whatever you are saving for, you figure out the goal amount, then you figure out when you're going to need it by, and then you just divide up how many checks you're going to have from now until then, and that's how much you're going to be setting aside every single check to make sure you have the amount when you need it. So that's basically how I ended up doing it. So then what I did is I went on to my spreadsheet on my computer and I plugged in the numbers. So I put it as a bill. So like I put fun budget, I put health and beauty budget, miscellaneous, kids budget, the shopping account, the Christmas, all the birthdays, the Polar Express, everything I wanted to set aside, that small amount. I put the amounts in, and then it'll tell you in the little pie chart like if you're good. So then you'll know if you need to adjust your budgets a little bit. And then let's say you do it and you still have more money. Let's say you have $100 or something to mess around with. What you can do is what I did. We do have a little cushion of like 100 and something even after I pay all our bills, and then all our cash comes out for our envelopes and everything, and all our transfers go to our savings and our other checking accounts. We still have 100 something left over. And since we're just starting this, I don't know how it's gonna go. If something happens and I forgot something or I miscalculated or something, you know. So for the future, I'll figure out what to do with that money, possibly just leave it there, and then once it accumulates a little bit, we can send a big payment to one of my student loans or something, or you know, stuff like that. So then we can decide on what to do with it. But it's just like $100 or something, and I don't want to plan down to the dollar until I'm a little bit more certain of that the amounts that I set aside and calculated and all that stuff is gonna work for us. And I just want to let you guys know, just because you start with a certain amount and certain budgets and certain goals and all that stuff doesn't mean that they won't change or they can't change. I was getting pretty overwhelmed towards the end, and my husband was just like, look, we'll just do it the way that you did it already. You know, if we need to change something, we'll know. Like if something's not gonna work, then we'll adjust it and we'll go from there. So, and it's true, you know, you gotta at least dive in to see if you can swim. So we're gonna see if we can swim. So if you guys are interested in more in-depth tutorials and explanations, definitely go check out the Budget Mom. I don't have any other tips right now, but I'm definitely gonna keep you guys updated and just share with you guys my journey and how it's working out for us. So maybe like at the 3-month mark, I'll do a little update. But the reason that I really gravitated towards the Budget Mom is because she does budgeting by paycheck, and that's how we've always done it. So it was just easy to jump in and then incorporate the envelopes and everything. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys have any tips to share too, go ahead and leave them down below. I would love to read them. I'm definitely a newbie, so I'm excited to get going and see how much success we have with this, because I'm feeling really optimistic about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!